All right, we are back with another episode of It's That Easy. This is the Monday night edition, talking college basketball. But first, I totally forgot this when I did the show yesterday. Hats off to the greatest hockey team in the world as of 2026, Team USA. Unbelievable game yesterday. Played their hearts out. Goalie was unbelievable. He stopped everything but the kitchen sink. And man, to go to overtime, I'll be honest, I was nervous every time McDavid touched the puck, I was so nervous. But man, Team USA held it together. Had that last breakaway. It looked like a 3-on-1. Get the puck to Hughes, and he scored the game. Well, they called it the golden goal, and I thought that was pretty awesome. So congratulations to those guys. First time since 1980. I wish I could say I wasn't around in 1980 when they did it, but I was. Yeah. I'm not going to tell you how old I was, but I was around. But this was awesome to watch. So congratulations to the men's U.S. hockey team, and actually congratulations to the women's U.S. hockey team. They did a great job. Anytime you go beat Canada back-to-back, that was pretty good there. So way to go from the Olympics. But here, we're going to talk about some college basketball for Tuesday night. So if you're watching, please like and subscribe. Greatly appreciate that. But let's get into games that will be going on Tuesday night. We're going to start off with NC State traveling to Virginia. NC State is 19-8. Virginia is 24-3, ranked number 11, which tells you right there they're favored, 5.5-point favorites. Let's see. One of the big stats that came up, defensively, Virginia holds the opponents to 68 points per game, whereas NC State 74. If you're not sold on home cooking, then you didn't watch tonight's game of North Carolina beating a higher-ranked, well, maybe not higher-ranked, beating Louisville at home, and then also watching Kansas beating Houston at home. So crazy night. I actually picked both the road teams to win, and guess what? They both lost. But that's okay because we got Tuesday night. So for that reason, I'm picking Virginia to cover over NC State, that 5.5 points. Then we got Tennessee going to Missouri. Now, Tennessee is number 22 in the nation. They are 20-7. And Missouri is not ranked, but they're 18-9. They're right behind them. But Missouri's actually lost 2 of the last 3, whereas Tennessee has won the last 4 in a row, winning a big game at Vandy on Saturday. And so let's see. Let's get some numbers here. Tennessee holds their opponents to 69 points per game. Missouri, 75 points per game. And like I said, they're with their recent records and kind of, I believe in momentum. I mean, I know home teams. Yes, I do believe the home team in home cooking, but I do believe in momentum as well. And I think Tennessee goes into Missouri, covers the 3.5 points, keeps it rolling as they make their way into the SEC tournament. I think I see some big things from Tennessee. I really like to watch them play. So put that in the bank. Tennessee to cover. Next game, we got the University of Central Florida, 19-7, traveling to BYU, 20-7. Once again, not a big difference. BYU's 19. UCF is not ranked. Let's see. Look at these numbers too. BYU holds their opponents to 74 points per game. UCF 77. Not too bad. BYU shoots a little better, 48% from the field. And they've won 3 of the last 4 games. They lost a close one to Arizona, but they really took care of business against Iowa State at home, mind you. But that was a good game. UCF, they have won, after losing 3 in a row, they've won their last 2 games against Utah and TCU. It's a BYU home game. UCF's got to travel there. I don't know about that 10.5 points, even though BYU can score. But I am going to go Moneyline. I think BYU takes care of UCF at home and wins the game outright. Next game, I picked this one because both of these teams played. I watched them play recently. I watched Illinois go to USC and win by, I think it was almost 30 points. Actually, almost 40 points. They went to UCLA. UCLA was down 33-10 in the middle of the first half and came back to win in overtime, 95-94. The last second shot they took, they passed it in. I think it was the guard. He drove the length of the court, hits a layup as time runs out. They win the game. So I was very impressed. And for that reason, for them impressing me like that, I'm going to take UCLA to cover the 5.5 points at home. If you need some stats on that, they hold their opponents to 72 points per game. USC 76, except when they played Illinois, when they held them to 101 points. UCLA, they shoot about the same, 46, 47%. But I just feel like the momentum's on UCLA's side. And so for that reason, I will take them to cover. So there was a lot of games that I could have picked for this last game. Wasn't really sure, but then as I'm looking through them, I figured I like the Miami, Florida State. It's a rivalry game. Obviously in football, it's a rivalry game. So I'm guessing in basketball, it's a rivalry game too. Miami Hurricanes are 21-6. Florida State is only 14-13, so not really good. Miami is 4-1. In the last 5 games. They did lose to Virginia, but it was a close one, and they actually were winning most of that game. Virginia had to come back, but it was on the road at Virginia. Florida State has won 3 in a row. They won at Clemson, which is a really good game. So, when you get to conference games, sometimes the records don't even matter. But I'm going to go with Miami. I think they're really tough. I think they're going to go on the road. Jeez, I sound like last night when I picked U of H and Louisville to go on the road. But I'm picking Miami to cover on the road. So let's go with that. So, if you're looking at some of these games, so there's a couple of things you can do, right? If you like the underdogs, if you say, you know what, Florida State is the underdog at home. Who else is the underdog? Missouri is the underdog at home. You could pick those two. If you pick them, if you like them to win, that's actually going to pay you pretty good if you parlay those two together. Obviously, chances are they may not. But if you looked at North Carolina and Kansas tonight, those guys won. So that would have been a good pick to pick both of those teams as the home underdogs. So that's always a good one to look at there. If you want to pick multiple games, I think Virginia. You could pick Virginia, BYU, and UCLA as a parlay. Now, those are home teams. You can pick them to cover. Actually, if you pick them to cover, it pays more than if you pick them Moneyline. But you could do either one. That's a good parlay as well. Or if you're just going straight up, you probably should pick a team that you're going to pick to cover. That's going to pay more than if you pick a team just to win. Especially like if you pick BYU to win, that's not going to pay a whole lot, especially being 10.5 point favorites. Same thing with the other teams as well. So if you're going to pick a money line and you're hoping to make a little extra cash a little more for your dime, you probably got to go with the dogs like a Missouri or a Florida State. So let's see what happens. So I did want to throw this out there. So I started doing this podcast during football season, and immediately, I just thought it'd be fun, talk some sports, bet on some games. I realized you actually might need to do some homework, and even when you do homework, you don't always win your games. But I did have to set some rules for myself, and so I figured I'd share them here for anybody who wants to listen. This is not a lecture. This is just rules that I do and wanted to share those. Maybe somebody says some of those are good ideas. Really quick, and they're really easy rules. Number 1, never bet more than you're willing to lose. Please don't do that. The worst thing you can do is say, I know Louisville's going to beat Duke. I'm going to bet $100 on that. Never betting $100 before. Guess what? North Carolina wins, and you lose your $100. So don't do that. Set max bets per event. So if you look at this past Saturday, there's 150 games going on. if you don't set a max, you could just be like, I'll just keep betting. By the time you know it, you got 10 bets out there, whatever your minimum is. That could add up pretty quick. So me personally, I won't bet more than 3 bets in a day. That's a good number for me, especially if you can win at least 2 of 3. That really works out good. And if I lose the first 2, I probably won't bet that third one because I'm like, I hate losing. I hate losing so bad. So, think about that. I don't know what your number is going to be. Mine's 3 for a day, so good luck with that. Be disciplined is number 3. Don't chase. So I've done this before. Early on when I was doing football, I bet on the noon games, and I lost. And I thought, well, there's some 3 o'clock games coming up. I'll bet the 3 o'clock games, see how those go. I'll make up my money. Yeah, I lost. So I said, well, Sunday night games coming up. I didn't even like the teams that were playing Sunday night. I feel like it was a night, it was like the Giants and the Patriots or something like that. Bet that game. I lost that game too. Now my next choice is either bet on Monday night or go look for some soccer that's being played around the country, around the world, at 1 a.m. in the morning, see if I can make it up then. Either way, don't chase because you end up losing more money, which leads me to my last one. Take your losses just like you take your wins. If you lose a couple, you just say, you know what? I gave it a shot. Didn't work out. That's okay. Because here's the thing. When you win, I know when you win, because I do it too, you're like, I'm a genius. I'm the greatest bettor ever. How did I pick those? And it's really just some lucky things that happen that, get you your wins. So when you win, hey, great. Take the money. Enjoy. When you lose, take the losses. Live to bet another day. So anyway, just thought I'd share those with you. I'm going to leave those there in the future just in case anybody wants to refer to those. But those are some rules that I like to set for myself. So hopefully you had a great Monday night watching North Carolina whip Louisville because it made me mad, and Kansas whip Houston. That didn't make me happy either. And good luck. Hope you're watching on Tuesday night. Maybe some of these games will actually pay off because I got a little better from Monday night to Tuesday night. But if you're watching, please like and subscribe. I totally appreciate that. Every time you like it, it just tells the algorithm like, hey, let me put it out there, puts it on other people's feeds, and just adds to the people that get to watch it, which, allows me to keep doing this. So anyway, have a great evening. I hope everything goes well for your bets, even though I lose sometimes. I hope you never lose your bets. I hope you win everything and win tons and tons of pesos. Have a good evening.